Are you drowning in debt? Are you struggling to make minimum payments? Did you know that on average, a household with at least one credit card struggles with over $15,000 in credit card debt? If this sounds like you, know that it's not your fault. Credit card debt happens to good people. Credit card companies lure you in with low introductory rates and low minimum payments. Before you know it, you're in over your head. National Debt Relief has helped thousands of good people just like you become debt-free with our Debt Reset program that will dramatically reduce your debt down to a fraction of what you owe. Our Debt Reset program is customized to get you debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months with one low monthly payment. If you owe over $10,000 in credit card debt or even personal loans, call 800-274-9490. There are no upfront fees or out-of-pocket expenses. You don't pay a dime until we succeed. Call now to see how the Debt Reset program can work for you. 800-274-9490. That's 800-274-9490. 800-274-9490.
Good morning, Mr. Rooster, and good morning to you and 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 all the rest of you.
Too.
It is Tuesday. It is the 16th day of July, 2019. It is historic today, a historic anniversary. It is the 50th anniversary of the launching of Apollo 11. That's right, it was 50 years ago today, on June the 16th, that Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and Michael Collins, of course, left this
I can't
realm
believe it was 50 years ago.
for the first time and landed on the moon. And a couple days from now, the total voyage was 8 days. They were launched from 425 feet in the air aboard the Saturn V rocket, which my grandfather helped produce and work on before they went to the moon, and they landed at the Sea of Tranquility. It's still a little quiet up there, and it ended President John Kennedy's dream.
By the way, I have a couple of things we may not have known about the Apollo 11 and the circumstances surrounding it. So as we move on this morning, we'll talk about that.
Let's first hear it take off from Mission Control, Mr. King or Mr. Kraft, one of the two of them, and some guy, the most trusted name in the history of news, Mr. Walter Cronkite.
We are still go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, it looks good, Wally.
Yeah, we got a roll program. Somebody must be leaving town.
Building shaking. We're getting that buffeting we've become used to. What a moment.
Man was leaving for the moon. What a moment. And once again, now, for you young people who never got the privilege of hearing Walter Cronkite do the news.
Oh, I grew up with Walter.
Well, when Lyndon Johnson lost his faith in the Vietnam War, he said, "We just lost the war. We lost Walter Cronkite." That's how admired Walter Cronkite was. And he was a great studier. He was an avid fan of the space program, Launch Pad 39A, as it is called at Cape Canaveral, to become Cape Kennedy and then to return to being Cape Canaveral.
Why was that name changed? Was it named then in honor of President Kennedy? Was that why?
Yeah.
Okay. My brother had got the coolest toy one year for Christmas, and it was, remember they used to make doll houses out of this thin tin sometimes, but this toy came in a box and you needed to assemble it. It was tin pieces that were, pre-cut.
Like a model made out of tin
yes.
instead of plastic.
And it was all of Cape Canaveral. The
That's
little
pretty
buildings,
expansive, yeah.
the rockets. It was
the
very cool.
That pushed once again, that spacecraft is 425 feet tall. Normally 408 feet tall, but 17 feet for the Apollo module, and then for the LEM, the lunar module.
Uh-huh.
So with that, it became 425 feet. And it is clamped down, and when he said ignition, they actually start the engines at T-minus 7 seconds. At 0, the engines reach full power.
Oh.
But the clamps that keep the spaceship down.
Yes.
And standing when the gantry tower is that tower that you see them going up and getting into the capsule, and then that moves away. And there's just an umbilical cord from that tower to the rocket.
Wow.
And
That's
at
amazing.
0, those clamps don't leave. That means the engines are at full power. And then at plus 3 seconds, the clamps blow away and the rocket goes up.
Whee!
Apollo 11 on this day, and this is
Daybreak USA.
It is a horrible scenario, but it happens. Dennis writes about his wife. She was diagnosed with leukemia. In fact, she's a 2-time survivor. And in the midst of all that, they ran up over $1 million in medical bills. Thankfully, they're MediShare members. And Dennis says they are so thankful for that, how others came together to meet their needs. And that's how so many MediShare members feel. This is not health insurance. It's different. You don't have to pay for things you don't believe in. And like Dennis found out, it just works. So if you join MediShare, not only do you save a lot of money, the typical family saves about $500 a month, but you know where your money's going each month. You're helping people. And if the time should come, they'll be helping and even praying for you. So yes, it's different. And as more than 400,000 people now know, when it comes to healthcare costs, different is beautiful. Find out more. Call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
There's no question you need omega-3s. But which form should you take? Fish oil or krill oil? Scientists have debated this for years. Luckily, there's a new solution to satisfy everyone. It's called Krill Omega 50 Plus. It combines ultra-pure fish oil and joint-soothing krill oil together in just one tiny pill. It's so powerful, it can promote the health of your heart and your arteries. And if that wasn't enough, it can also boost your joint comfort in just days. We're so sure Krill Omega 50 Plus will work for you. We'll even send you a free bottle to put to the test. The debate is over. It's not fish oil or krill oil. It's both. And now it's free. Just pay $4.95 for shipping and claim your free bottle. Call now. 1-800-399-6392. 1-800-399-6392. That's 1-800-399-6392.
Hi, this is Wayne Alaruth, the capitalist evangelist. I'm here to introduce you to a special company with the potential to be one of the great all-American stories. Fortum Resources is a publicly traded, diversified natural resource company with oil, gas, and mining properties in North America and internationally. Fortum is led by Chairman Mark Bruner, the legendary oil man who built Ultra Petroleum from a 15-cent stock to $200 per share, creating $15 billion in shareholder profits. Mark has 30 years of experience in the oil and gas industry, overseeing contracts with Halliburton, ExxonMobil, and Hess. Fortum has over 350,000 acres of oil and gas resources, and more than half the acreage has been evaluated by world-renowned auditors Deloitte Touche. Fortum also owns the rights to the 180-square-mile City of Gold mining property. Fortum is traded on 2 global exchanges, U.S. ticker symbol FTMR. Repeat, FTMR. This is a rare ground floor opportunity to capitalize on a proven energy industry legend. Please visit FortumResources.com. That's Fortum, F-O-R-T-E-M, resources.com.
Welcome back!
Daybreak, USA.
They're on their way to the moon.
Yeah. I can't believe it was 50 years ago.
I remembered because we were in California.
Uh-huh.
And so it was at 4:32 Pacific Daylight Time in the morning.
Right.
7 o'clock on the East Coast, and I would get up for every stinking one of them. And you know how much I hate getting up early in the morning.
Yeah, but you were all excited. Remember we went to see...
What goes through your mind when you're sitting on top?
I know. When we saw the capsule that John Glenn orbited in...
The garbage
at the
can, the Friendship 7, yeah.
Yeah, the garbage can. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, it's all burnt and it's a garbage can.
That he went up there and orbited. I would have loved to have sat next to him.
Well,
oh my gosh,
there
what
wasn't
fun.
Another seat, so you couldn't.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, it's just
words
amazing
of
that a
Alan B.
man
Shep.
lived after getting in that little piece of stinky stuff and shooting him up to orbit the Earth, and he survived. I find that fascinating.
Yeah, go back and watch The Right Stuff. It's a little long and a little tedious, but if you want to see what the Mercury 7 astronauts went through to become astronauts, that's the movie.
I need to watch that movie.
And the line in it, of course, of Alan Shepard, there was a 5-hour hold. And remember that his first flight was only 15 minutes. It was suborbital. And after being in that tin can for over 5.5 hours, he said to Mission Control, requesting permission to relieve myself.
Oh, no, sir. I have some things about that.
In his spacesuit, yes.
Okay. Man, I don't know if I could do it.
And then they scrubbed and they brought him back down. Yes, you could in that way.
If you had to.
Yes.
I always assumed that they, at some point, some of the astronauts were catheterized. So
yes. They were for Apollo 11.
So we went to see the First Man, about the life of Neil Armstrong, at least during his space days anyway. Well, remember we saw toward the very end of the movie him memorializing his daughter who had died 7 years before, and he never seemed to have gotten over it. She died at the age of 2. Yeah. I don't know how you would get over that.
Leukemia, I believe.
He supposedly, in the movie anyway, put a bracelet on the lunar surface.
Yeah.
And some skeptics have said, that's Hollywood fiction. But there was an odd moment toward the end of Armstrong's 2.5-hour moonwalk when he detoured and dropped out of contact with Mission Control for about 3 minutes.
He literally walked out of the line of sight of the camera that they had first set up, yes.
Could he have actually left the little girl's bracelet then?
Oh, yeah.
According to his sister, June Armstrong Hoffman, she said, I dearly hope so.
I would bet he did. He also brought home extra moon rocks.
Yeah. This is interesting. President Kennedy really didn't care about the moon. And I know, this one blew my mind when I read it. In public, President Kennedy made soaring speeches proclaiming that going to the moon would organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, but in private, he was a pragmatic politician, more focused on earthly concerns. This comes to us through NBC News. Everything we do ought to be tied into getting to the moon ahead of the Russians. I could see him having that.
And, we had other things going on. We had Cuba pointing nuclear weapons at us, things like that. It wasn't like, you had Vietnam.
He told NASA Administrator James Webb in a 1962 White House meeting, I'm not that interested in space.
Well, he was plenty interested. We're Rod and Ray on Daybreak USA.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-985-1813 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Milberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-985-1813 now. Again, that's 800-985-1813. Employees of J.D. Milberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Got an old car? You can donate it, whether it's running or not, to the United Breast Cancer Foundation and save a life. They'll even come and pick it up for free. The United Breast Cancer Foundation has saved hundreds of women's lives through their free or low-cost breast screen exams. But now they need your help. The United Breast Cancer Foundation wants to save more lives through early detection by offering women free or low-cost breast screening exams. And donating your old car, SUV, or truck, whether it's running or not, helps pay for them. Plus, you get a charitable tax deduction. Help the United Breast Cancer Foundation save lives by donating your old car, SUV, or truck. Call now for free pickup. 800-280-2144. 800-280-2144. 800-280-2144. Call right now. That number again is 800-280-2144.
Hey, travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first-class tickets.
800-871-3291. 800-871-3291. Again, that's 800-871-3291.
Welcome back. You ask, Rod, what day is today?
What day is today? I have more Apollo 11
We'll get
goodies.
to that in a second.
All right.
It is
what day
one of
is
your
it today?
favorites.
We'll see.
National Corn Fritter Day.
Ooh, and Chris was just telling us off the air about a new Jameson maple syrup. Oh, it's a match.
Maple bacon syrup for your pancakes.
Hey,
and
you know what?
Fritters.
A corn fritter would be nice too.
Yeah. We Irish, we do like the Jameson.
Yes.
It is
just
also
a smidge.
a Sala Puja Day, a Buddhist holiday, the first speech of Buddha after his enlightenment.
Really?
Yes, after he talked to God.
I'd kind of like to read that. Get the
Oh,
Dalai
yeah,
Lama
me
on the
too,
phone. Yeah. Come on, let's see if he'll come on. It's a holiday. It's a day that he
now
needs
that
to
we know
speak.
that he is a sexist pig, just like all the other guys.
No, he's not.
Yes,
he is. He apologized. I didn't get a chance to deliver that message.
They had to take him down off of the Twitter feed.
Yeah, really. I mean, he's now a shock. He's a shock
He said that
Buddhist
as
guy.
a joke. It was a joke,
Yeah,
son.
he's doing a shock show and WJR, and
That's my Dolly.
Dolly in the morning zoo.
Yeah, it's Dolly.
He's gonna have strippers.
Bring it on.
He's gonna have strippers in so he can spank them with fish.
He used to call himself the Rock and Robe.
Oh, this is terrible.
He stinks.
Get me that man.
Yeah, nice.
I would be honored.
And what does he wear
life.
under that robe?
You know what? I've heard rumors.
Nothing.
Yeah, I've heard rumors.
It's hot. It's hot where he is. You have to stay cool as a breeze.
Please.
He's cool like the other side of the pillow. Is that what you're saying, right?
So anyway.
That's what she's trying to say.
Yeah,
yes.
cool as the other side of the
back
pillow.
to Apollo 11 before we all get thrown.
All right. Well, buying insurance, as you can imagine, wasn't very easy for the astronauts. And
no.
Well, I'm going to step onto this flaming rocket here. Can I get some insurance,
Well,
please?
that was the line of Alan Shepard. He said, I am sitting atop the largest bomb ever made by man.
True.
And isn't it heartwarming to know that it was built by the lowest bidder? Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, that takes the air out of your sails.
Yeah, that makes you...
Armstrong, Aldrin, and their Apollo 11 crewmate Michael Collins resorted to cashing in on their fame. They signed hundreds of envelopes and postcards, then had friends postmark them July 16th or 20th, the launch or moon landing date, figuring that the autographs would be valuable enough to provide for their families if they didn't return.
Oh, they never returned.
It was a good bet.
They never returned.
Apparently, the Apollo 11 envelopes have sold for as much as $28.5 each.
I don't think that's enough. I would pay that if I had that kind of money.
Oh, yeah, to light on fire.
Some of these documents and things like that I see.
Know. Yeah.
Letters written by Washington or Lincoln or Kennedy or something like that. You know.
Or the Dalai Lama.
Not the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, I would.
I have one of his robes
Churchill.
back there.
No, that's not a Dalai Lama robe. Where'd you get that? Amazon?
Yeah. You know, the Dalai Lama, they come in one hump or two, the robes. Oh, those are camels, not llamas. Sorry.
I need to rethink that joke.
No, he doesn't. I thought it was gold.
The lunar spaceships, the lunar space suits.
Yes.
Were supposedly created by a lingerie company. Again, this comes to us from NBC News. And I will give you the man's name.
Dolly.
Corey Powell.
Oh, girl.
Corey Powell.
Yes, assembled these things for us.
Oh, thanks.
So,
thanks, Corey.
Playtex.
What?
The living
a company better
suit?
known for inventing the Cross Your Heart bra.
It lifts
was
and
hired
separates.
to create the suits that would protect astronauts from the moon's airless environment and temperature extremes. That decision led to a secret fashion battle.
Was the Trojan man?
Are you okay? No.
Was the Trojan man involved?
Stop.
One small step for man, one giant leap for no more babies.
As Nicolas de Monchaux recounts in his 2011 book Spacesuit.
I didn't read it. Darn.
NASA managers forced... I'll send it to you. It's Amazon Day. I'll send it to you. NASA managers forced Playtex to work under the supervision of an aerospace company, Hamilton Standard, which submitted a suit that was rejected.
Aren't those the people that make the toilets?
No.
I think they are.
That's American Standard.
American Standard. Get it right. Playtex employees then snuck into Hamilton Standard, snatched back their design, resubmitted it, and won the contract.
Oh, gosh.
Here's what I'm hoping did not happen. I hope that, like, when the radio was off down to Houston, they were not doing, like, fashion for each other on the moon. That would be really disheartening.
Yeah, you know, most of that is as distasteful as if there was a Make It or Croak Wall in Space line in Las Vegas, you know. Johnny Avello over there, they'll win. Will they make it or will they croak?
Not? Yes.
Yeah.
Call me.
Oh. My word.
We'll continue. I got a couple more.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, there's more. Yeah. Something like...
We're going to talk about when the Dalai Lama went into space.
No, NASA was afraid...
Llamas in space! Daybreak USA.